This is skill 9 again. This is going to be the stretch technique of restraint specifically for cats. When you do the stretch technique, you want to make sure that you have one arm controlling the head. Specifically, that one arm is going to most likely be a scruff around the neck. The other arm is going to take control of the back legs. So the first thing you want to do is get them in a lateral recumbency. My right hand specifically is going to just grab the scruff, just gently scruff him, allow him to lay down, and the other one's going to grab the back legs. And we'll just leave him on his lateral side. That way I have restraint over him on the back and the front, and then my right arm is also against his back to keep him straight. And this way I can't get bit and the doctor can't get bit. So that's lateral recumbency. Okay, this is skill 9. My name is Nick Hunter. This is towel restraint. So the cat is in sternal recumbency. He's also perpendicular to the length of the towel. So we're going to go ahead and wrap him up. First thing I want to do is make sure that when I wrap him that his toes are kept covered. And I'm going to take the shorter side and just start to wrap it over the top of him. And then I'll bring the longer side back over. I want to keep this nice and tight as I wrap it so that he has limited space to move within the towel, which will also keep us safe on the outside. So as we're going, I'm going to continue wrapping and keeping it nice and tight. And at this point, he still can't move, and he's still in an external recumbency. And so at this point, the doctor needs to do any kind of exam on the face. His feet are covered, he can't move, and he's in a nice sternal recumbency with a towel wrap. Alright, this is skill 9 again. This is feline restraint. This is one of the last ones that is involving using a cat bag. The purpose of a cat bag is to do restraint, but also allow for the cat's legs to be pulled through the bag in the case that you need maybe just a leg, but you want to kind of have a better control over the whole body. So we're just going to place the cat in the bag. And as we do that, we want to zip up from the back so that she's confined within the bag. And what happens is her head just sticks right out the top here. But at this point, she's confined within the bag so that she can't get away, her claws can't get to me, and I can still have a decent hold on her. Now, if we need to use a leg for whatever reason, this front pocket here just opens up with Velcro, and we just pull that leg out, and then we have access to a leg. The other side does the same thing, so we have access to the front leg on the other side. So I can easily get to both front legs if I need them. This does not have a back leg hole for either one, so there is no back leg access, but we do have front and then the neck. The cat is restrained within the bag if it needs. This is skill 9 again. This is going to be applying a feline muzzle. Here we use the nylon muzzles. So we have 3 different sizes. The red and the green ones are small, medium size, and then the blue one's a large cat, which is going to be clearly too big for him. So I'm actually going to go with the green one, which is one of the smaller ones. So we're going to go ahead and apply this to him. I already have some help restraining him, but what I want to do is make sure that the hole here is going to cover his nose, and then the rest of the top part here will cover his eyes, and the bottom part will go right up under the muzzle. So we're going to just slide this over his face, and so you can see his little pink nose is sticking through. Okay, his eyes are covered and his mouth is closed. From there, all you want to do is just Velcro the back behind his ears, and so that'll stay. And he'll be muzzled. Alright, this is skill 9 again. This is removing a cat from a high cage, eye level cage. For these, I typically like to use a towel just so that I have a little bit more control, a little bit less chances for them to escape out on me. So what I want to do when I go to open the cage is just kind of keep the towel in front so that that's kind of blocking the cat from getting out. Once I've kind of got the cat in a situation where I can wrap around the cat, I'm just going to take the towel and wrap around the cat. And at the same way as before, I'll still make sure that the legs are nice and kept together. She's not dangling. And then once I have her toweled, she'll kind of be restrained within the towel, but I'll still make sure to use a hand just over the neck just to keep her head from moving any more than it needs to, just to prevent from any biting. So we'll open the cage. kind of hold her where she needs to be. And then she's already kind of looking around, so I'm just going to go ahead and wrap her all up in the towel. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of ball her out. At this point, her legs are all up under the bottom here, and they're nice and confined, so she doesn't feel like she's dangling. Her head is a little bit mobile, so what I'm going to do is just switch her around. And I've still got her nice and firm, and then I'm just going to use the other hand just to gently scruff her a little bit still, just to keep her from getting around or trying to bite. This is Skill9. My name is Nick Hunter. This is removing a cat from a lower cage. So what I'm going to do is I open the cages, make sure that I've got one hand inside the cage, kind of just preventing, this is Fuzzy, preventing Fuzzy from trying to escape out on me. So the one thing I want to make sure once I have her out is I want to keep her nice and controlled and make sure that she doesn't feel as if she's dangling. So one thing I'll do is keep my entire arm up underneath her body. My other arm is going to restrain the head, so I'm just going to put a gentle scruff on her. And then of course when I go to stand up, just make sure that I use my knees to stand up and not do any kind of lifting with my back. So we'll go ahead and get her out. Hold on, I know you're in a hurry. Alright, we're going to lift her out. Got her feet from dangling. And I'm just going to put a little bit of a scruff on her head just so that she can't get towards me with her face if she wants to try to bite me, and she really can't get anywhere else. So.